Dirkens here. Thanks so much for joining me for this breaking news. I know I'm a little late to the party. I'm sorry. I couldn't get in here out of my bed of sickliness and get on here and talk. But now I'm here. I know a bunch of people's beat me to the punch. My good friend Pigskin Pete's done talked about it. I know all the big networks done talked about it. Heck, even just watched a video from Uncle Lou about it. Breaking news out of Tallahassee. Florida State breaks down and fires Willie Taggart near the very end of the season. I'll get to the timeline. It's kind of odd. The buyout and the payout and all this bunch of stuff. But thank you so much for joining me. If you don't know me, Bobby Dirkens here. I don't pull for South Carolina. Go figure. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. Look, we saw this coming. We saw this coming a mile away. All right, now I have a different take on it than everything. I've been very, very critical of the hiring of Willie Taggart. Now I'm going to stop here and tell you, you know that I do not, listen to me, I do not go after individuals. I won't do it. Some people go, that's because you ain't got the manhood to do it. No, it's because I'm a decent human being. It takes very little to get on here and trash people. In fact, there's a lot of people who makes a lot of money of getting on the internet and on TV and just talking horrible about people. I'm not going to do it. Now, I will tell the truth, and if the truth hurts, the truth hurts. All right? So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. Got a bunch of people saying, may there to me, may there to you, may there. I'm glad you're on here, but I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this rant, even though it's a live stream. Appreciate you being here. I held up this sign at the beginning that said, blame the administration. Blame the administration. So let's stop here. Okay, first of all, I want you to all stop and ask yourself this question. What administration would go after a coach who had just left, listen to me, one quick second here, Michael Fornbacher just bought me $20 worth of beer. Thank you, Michael Fornbacher from Las Vegas. I'm sorry, I can't overlook Super Chats, whether it's $1 or whether it's $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. You good people and all of you who's given in the past and recently. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate it. I'm going to buy, well, the type of beer I drink, I'll buy me 2 or 3 cases. I just let it pop in my mouth. It's so good. It's so good. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you for that donation to buy Bobby Dirkens a delicious ice cold, non-second rate, first rate, second class beer. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let me go ahead and jump right into this. Blame the administration. What did I say? Who is going to go and hire a coach who left a smaller school, South Florida? I believe it. I'm pretty sure that was it. He went 10-2, did some pretty good things, okay? I'm not going to take that from him. But he goes to Oregon. All right? Oregon is not a piss-by-night school. This is not some massive rebuild. I know they had a 4-8 season. They had just fired Helfrich, however the crap you say his name. They got rid of him. But they were only a few years removed of competing for the national championship. Okay? You hear me? You hear me? This is not like this is not like taking some absolute dump of a house and you got to tear it down and turn it into a Beverly Hills mansion. No. Most of everything, all you need to do is go in there with a good old cleaning brush, pressure washer, go in there and hire you some second-hand help. You get the place looking good in no time. Okay? It's passable. All right? So he goes in, he's 1 year at Oregon. Go look at that season. In the games he lost, the majority of the games he lost, he not only lost, he got blown out. And Oregon has great talent. That's one of the reasons all those people were scratching their head. Because they were sitting here going, we've got a bunch of good recruits. Nike basically owns this joint, pays for every darn thing in the school. Why are we losing like we're Mark Helfrich, why are we losing? And get rid of him and bring in Taggart. So I'm gonna play a different angle on this. And I'm not doing this for ratings. I'm not trying to be different. I'm just trying to tell you the truth here. Don't blame Willie Taggart for Florida State pulling up a brink truck in his driveway and going, listen, you and the missus go in there and you get whatever you want out of there. We want you bad. Come on down. Now, some of you are going to sit there and be self-righteous and go, I tell you right now, once I make a commitment, I stick. No, shut up. You go and they flash money in front of you. I mean, my God, that most of us, the jobs we work, we just work them to make the money, and we do stuff we dislike all the freaking time for much less than what they're paying him. So get off your flipping high horse. Get off your, that's despicable. Go drown somewhere, because the truth is, if somebody come after you and laid out a bunch of money and said, would you come to Florida State and leave a school you've only been at for 1 year? Oh, wouldn't do. Yes, you would. Especially if you're from that general Florida area. I think he's from what, Bradenton? So I know Bradenton's a good piece from Tallahassee, but I'm just saying, it's Florida. And listen to me. Taggart, this is what doesn't make sense to me. I read this on an article right before I got on here because I wanted to, I wanted to kind of get an idea of what the payout is. Had Florida State waited and fired him in January, they would have to pay, if I understand this correctly, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, listen, even if I'm wrong, he's going to walk away with about, I don't know, $15 to $18 million. He's not in a cheese line, y'all. If you were fired, or if I were fired, or most people in this country were fired right now, there's no severance. Most of us live paycheck to paycheck. Even if they gave us a month pay in advance, we would still be sitting there pissing blood wondering, where's our next meal coming from? Are we going to be able to... This man is going to be paid ungodly amounts of money. Why? Because Florida State offered it to him. Now, I'm not a Jimbo. I'm not, wearing a Jimbo T-shirt. I'm not a member of the fan club. Jimbo Fisher could coach football. And they did not. The administration didn't take care of him. And then the administration goes and gets a guy who's only been at a major school. His first major job. 1 year, he goes 6-6 in a pissy conference. They finish year 7-6. Cristobal stays there. You see what Cristobal's doing. Now, as of the filming of this video, they just beat Southern Cal. So they're what, 8-1 now? 7-1? Something like that? Even if they don't make the playoffs, they look a world better. So I could get on here and I could say stuff about Willie. I could talk about this. I could talk about... Listen to me. I don't think Willie was ready for the moment. I think Willie should have stayed at Oregon. I really do. Because right now, up in Eugene, they're going, whew, boy, we really missed a close one there. Tallahassee's looking at each other going, who made the decision to go get him after he'd been there for only 1 year? That's what I say all the flipping time about these coaching hires. And we'll get on here, and I'm telling you, I'm guilty of it too. We'll get on here and we'll talk about how horrible the coach is. You need to talk about the administration. These are people, a lot of times, I'm not saying all of them, but the decision makers, a lot of these schools, decision makers at a lot of these schools have people with more letters at the end of their name to prove how many degrees they got. They will look down on the common man like me and you all they want to, and they will go out and they will waste taxpayers' money paying these coaches. Tons of money. I mean outrageous sums of money. And I've done this before, but I'm going to do this. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. If you are 30 years of your life making $50,000 a year, that's the average out. You only end up $1.5 million. They'll go in, a lot of these schools, and I don't mind you paying a coach a lot of money. I don't mind. If he's giving you results, pay the man, baby. But if he hasn't proven himself, why are you betting the house on him? Okay? I don't get it. But I'm telling you right now, these people waste money by going and hiring coaches for no apparent reason. Don't get it. It doesn't make sense. We're scratching our head. So I wish the best to Willie Taggart. I'll tell you this, he's a multi-millionaire, way more than all of us. The question is why did Florida State go that route? And what makes you think, and I mean, there's all these names being tossed out. Who do you think they're going to go after? They're going after Stoops. Are they going after, Duflachi Williams? I mean, I don't know. You don't know how these people, why would they go after Willie Taggart when he had only been at Oregon for 1 year and he went a whopping 6-6? So there's no reasoning. How can the University of Tennessee mess up so bad in hiring coaches over the past 15 years? Rich in tradition. It's called administration, guys. It's called administration. Well, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. There will be some press conferences coming up. A lot of y'all have been telling me that you've enjoyed my Will Muschamp show. You've enjoyed the I lost my mind. Ed Orgeron show, Ed Orgeron press conference. I have more of those coming. I just have to take time to film them. In fact, I'll show you something I normally don't show you. There's my green screen right there. So, before you know it, I'll be putting one of those out, but I have to edit those. Those take Bobby just a little more time. But you never know when I'm going to show up. There you look. Anyway, all right, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. Lord knows.